everyone. Hello and welcome to Moto 2 of week number 4 HRL MegaMix series at Boulder Bay. Classic track, we've raced this plenty of times. A lot back in the day. Well, yeah, it had to be in both seasons. I'd have to double check that, but definitely raced it in the Reach Throwback as well. That was actually the finale track for that series. A great short track here on Halo Reach by Edward. Great track. I think this one's really good. Yeah, perfect short track racing. I mean, you can't balance the lines much better than this on Reach. At least it's pretty freaking hard to do. So let's go through the lineup. Of course, going to be the invert here. Armada, Coupe, and then this is, oh yeah, Soar, Opix, Soul, Hunter, Detail, Luke, Slaunch, and Camby. Going to be doing 80 laps. 80 laps, going to be 161 for the leader on the checkpoint for this one. Highly doubt we get through this cautionless like last race. We'll see. Green flag. There we go for Boulder Bay, and like I said, I think you guys are going to see some great short track action on here. It's one of my favorite tracks on any Halo game. Very favorite ovals, not even just Reach. I love this track. The inside is definitely the preferred line, but when you get in a battle, the outside, especially in pack racing, the outside, you can make great use of it. You can set up a lot of moves with it, and it's one of the more dynamic tracks racing-wise. As far as these Reach ovals go, for those reasons. And yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. We get great moments like this. This 3-wide, double 3-wide already. Soul and Armada are fighting for the lead, and that's actually the winner from the previous one that we raced on this track. Soul took the win. It was Soul Hunter, Luke, first, second, third, I believe, for that one. So Soul defending winner of this track. He's already fighting for the lead here in this one. Gets a rough run there, though. Trying to send it. He's going to probably lose some position there. Go to the outside, try to make it work. Luke already up to second. Opix fighting for a podium position early. It's going to be 4 wide for second. And yeah, like a 3 wide, 4 wide in there. Yeah, that's what this track's going to be. A lot of battling like this. It's really hard to clear a position. It's not impossible, but it's really hard to clear a position on this track. If you know what you're doing, you can really keep those battles going for a long time. Be a lot of fun to watch, and a lot of fun to race in as well. She'll 4 wide there. That's going to get tight. Oh, and it gets detail on the wall. That's going to be our first caution of the night. Not just on this track, first caution of the night. To the line this time. Armada clearly... Oh, that sucks. Armada clearly got to the line in first place. Checkpoint. So go through it, still doing the choose rule across all oval races. So a lot of these drivers probably not used to it. You know, doing it on the gooses probably feels kind of weird. But still using that here, and a few drivers making some strat calls there we could see. Utilizing it. But yeah, only about like 10 laps in or so. Green flag. It's a very early caution. Plenty of racing to go. An immediate 4 wide for a moment for the lead. Still like a 4 wide for second. But they might be able to... Luke doesn't have him cleared. They might be able to still hunt for the lead there. And they definitely will. It's 4 wide for the lead now again. Oh! Big slam. Oh, that's close. They're trying to keep it clean. Wow, that was really close. Credit to everyone there for not forcing a caution out of that. That was very, very close. Oh, big runs. And yeah, it's just an absolute dogfight for second right now. What is going on? 4 wide there for a moment for the lead. Not quite. Armada doing a great job holding strong on the high line. Armada, interestingly enough, one of your 4 Moto winners so far in the season. Remember, he did take Moto 2 at Hogtona, an oval there. This is obviously a little bit different on Reach with the Goose. A little bit different than what we saw there. But Armada doing a great job on this outside right now. He needs to try to keep this up and maybe find a crossover at some point. Or maybe not. I mean, he's getting great runs on the outside. Maybe just keep running it. I don't know. Maybe just keep running it. It's working out for him so far. Checkpoint reached. Lap complete. Maybe just commit to it. I mean, so far it's looking great. Checkpoint. He's running up front. Can't really complain too much with that. 3 wide. The middle there. Checkpoint reached. Plenty of time in this race remaining as well. As you can see, we're just now reaching a quarter of the way through it.
Checkpoint reached.
3 wide in the middle. Mid-pack there. That's Soar, Optics, and Detail. Soar in the middle, Optics on the outside, Detail on the inside. And they're stacking up behind Soul. Soul seems to be going to a very defensive line to try to hold on to that lead, and that's stacking them up. And now Luke's trying to work the outside because of this. And Hunter's trying to work, but yeah, they're just, Hunter's launch, they're just not finding any daylight on the inside. And this is maybe going to bring a bit of a pack back into it. If Soul continues this, this may bring everybody back into the race. Oh, definite wall chow right there with Hunter.
Checkpoint reached.
And I'm thinking that'll probably be a caution as well. Race to the line this time. There it is. And you can see it was very close, but Soul definitely got the lead there.
Checkpoint reached.
So another caution. They were stacking up really heavily. That was going to be hard to avoid. Hunter in the inside wall. Line them back up. And we're green.
Checkpoint reached.
Oh, Hunter in the back really slow on that one. I'm not sure what happened with that.
Lost the lead. Checkpoint reached.
Soul going to hold on to his lead the first lap down to the restart. Second restart, the race. And enough of that 3 wide, 4 wide action. Just some very clean 2 wides throughout the field, essentially. And then Soul in front, Hunter in the back. But it's looking like it may spice up soon for second place, or it already is. Luke and Solange very close for it, and they're staying right behind Soul. And again, Soul with running that defensive line, it's one of those things where late in the race it should work really well, but it's going to be hard for him to hold that the entire race. And they get a really good run. Oh, that was so close. So close. And just a slight brush with Solange there. But it seems like we're going to keep going green. 3 wide in the mid-pack now. Big stack up, but still looking green. And yeah, those aggressive blocks from Soul. It's working so far, but it's going to be hard to hold that the entire race.
Checkpoint reached.
It's definitely bunching. Look at how much it's bunching up the field.
Checkpoint reached.
And this is where, yeah, I don't think that last one was supposed to be a caution, but I guess we call it caution because there was some confusion somewhere. I definitely, especially after seeing the replay, definitely think it wasn't supposed to be, but yeah, well. Some slight contacts with the wall there, but I didn't see anybody wreck. But either way, third caution of the night, lining it up. Green flag, some choose rule action going down to Soul and Detail in the front row. Detail with a slow start, but it does get him early inside. Not sure if that was on purpose or not, but an interesting idea.
Checkpoint.
Soul. To be fair, though, it is Soul, and they're not able to get to his inside, so I don't know. I mean, it's going to be hard to do, but you're going to want to get around him. It's maybe not going to happen around the outside, but it's probably going to have to start there.
Checkpoint reached.
And Detail trying to make that exact thing happen. You see he gets that outside momentum. Perfect example right there. And then going to send it to the inside. It's 3 wide for second now. And this is a very fast 3 wide pack all right behind Soul. And Hunter's starting to get away from that other pack 3 wide down the middle as well. But it's just, can they get a tire on him? They just haven't been able to so far.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete.
And maybe happening now, but it's hard to tell. It looks like Soul still has it clear, but now finally gets forced up the middle a little bit, and now it's essentially a 3 wide. Soul finally having to concede that inside line. He's going to have to go to the outside. Does he go for some sort of crossover here? I think he's lost his opportunity for that because Slosh and Hunter are barreling down the inside now. Soul is completely committed to the outside.
Checkpoint reached.
Yeah, absolutely committed to the outside at this point. Until now falling out of that. He's in that clump for third now, too. Going to be a clump for second very soon.
Checkpoint reached.
Luke and Soul battling for the lead. And Hunter, Luke, Soul, and Hunter, the top 3 from the Reach Throwback race of Boulder Bay. There again for a moment, but Hunter checks out of it. I think he went a little too deep, hit the brakes out of it. Gonna lose some positions, gonna try to work those back there. Yeah, for a moment we had, well, different order, but same top 3 drivers. Funnily enough, that we had in that last race here.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete.
The way it works out, we're going to have a little over halfway through this time by. Let's get an update on the field. It's Luke, Soul, Slaunch, Hunter, Detail, Opix, Soar, Armada.
Checkpoint reached.
Or, no, sorry, Coop, Armada, Soar, and Camby.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete.
It's close. Soul getting that inside.
Reached.
Lead battle back open again. Soul trying to have to work that inside. Gonna open up the door for Slaunch. Soul tried to slide up to Luke to get his momentum, but he left the door open. Oh, very close right there. Will that be a crucial mistake? We'll see. I get the idea. He probably didn't even know that he was coming to the inside at that point, so unfortunate timing there for Soul. We'll see if he can make this work still. I mean, he's still in the middle battling for the lead. It's not too bad. Still has a chance at this win for sure. But he needs to figure out what to do. He's going to go for some outside momentum. Can Hunter get there? Hunter does get there. That's huge. And now it's Slaunch and Luke battling for the lead.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete. Checkpoint reached.
Yet again, round 2 for, well, round 4 essentially for the Slaunch-Luke lead battle. The last few motos is basically how it's been going. That's continuing on. Does the battle help these guys in third catch up at all? Or are they battling too hard with each other for that to go down?
Checkpoint reached.
Detail still in 5th, trying to find an opening. Not having that yet, but maybe soon. Armada trying to charge up to 6th. That'd be huge for him. If he could do that, Armada and Coop having pretty decent runs right now. Opix trying to hold strong around the outside. Great battles throughout the pack so far. Luke trying to make the crossover happen. This could continue the battle. He's going to have to try to do so.
Lap complete.
Doing it so far.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, Hunter's now in a solid 3rd. Soul really getting those runs on the outside.
Checkpoint reached. Checkpoint reached.
He's doing a great job of it.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete.
It's Hunter holding onto that podium spot now. Details back in that battle.
Checkpoint reached.
And Soul, it's funny, the race is completely flip-flopped for him. I mean, he was running that inside so strongly, like he was just super committed to it, but ever since he lost it, it feels like he's been on the outside like the entire rest of the race, but he's doing a pretty good job at it. And I think Soul is still definitely on for a top 5 and
Lap complete.
could absolutely still get a podium here as well if he sticks with it.
Checkpoint reached.
And you never know if a late race caution will come into play. Now, it is definitely looking the most strung out that it's been the entirety of the night, so that definitely lowers the chances of it, but you never know. And then we've had quite a few black screens this season as well. You never know if that's going to happen, but
Lap complete.
just something to keep in the back of your mind in these oval races at all times, because it could always be a factor. And I mean, it doesn't even necessarily have to be an oval race now. I mean, we've had multiple restarts, even on GPs with the black screens that have been happening this season. We had issues in the MX as well. So for whatever reason, the MCC lag cheese has just not been ideal. Not been ideal. Not that it's been great all the time, but just specifically this season, it's been really rough so far. But tonight, so far, so good.
Checkpoint reached.
So it looks like he has a decent gap for that lead now, and the top 2 definitely seem very far away from 3rd, and Hunter even has a decent gap there. Not completely checked out, but Detail and Soul, I mean, he's definitely got some space. He's got some breathing room behind them, but everybody's going to have to lock in on the position in front of them and try to get it before this race is over, because there's only 15 laps to go, and 15 laps is not a whole lot of time here on Boulder Bay. Lap times just around 10, 11 seconds, somewhere in that range. So in a minute, you're clicking off about like 6 laps. So yeah, 15 laps to go. I mean, that goes by in a blink of an eye. So it's not going to be a whole lot of time left for these drivers to get what's on the track if no caution happens.
Checkpoint reached.
And we see one of those situations happening here.
Checkpoint reached.
Coop and Armada, that could be the last chance for them to take that spot.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete. Checkpoint reached.
Coop's going to concede it. He had a run to the inside for a little bit, but now going to fall back behind Armada. Some lap traffic coming into play. We'll see if it's something that has a massive effect in the lead battle. But as long as Sora's nice about it, it probably won't be that big of a deal. A lot closer for it this time around, but still a pretty good gap for Slaunch with only 10 laps or so remaining.
Checkpoint reached.
Almost done with Boulder Bay at this point. Saw some great racing, especially on this last restart, but getting strung out now.
Checkpoint.
Which again, is usually how these reach races go. It is pretty good when it is in the pack, but
Checkpoint reached.
not at that point any longer. We'll see if anybody can spice it up here at the very end, but
Checkpoint.
it's looking like this is mostly locked, except for Coop and Armada, and maybe Detail and Hunter.
Checkpoint reached.
And there's definitely still potential there with those positions. We'll keep an eye on those.
Reached. Lap complete. Checkpoint reached.
And Coop's just running behind him. Coop's just right behind Armada. Maybe he's waiting. I mean, he's not going to have to worry about behind him. I mean, maybe he's waiting for the right moment to send it on Ramda. I don't know. We'll see.
Checkpoint.
Literally looks like he's just following his line. Yeah, he goes to the inside now. He goes to the inside. Kind of funny. Detail and Hunter very close as well. There could be some spice brewing for the end here. Slaunch just hits the stripe that time for 3 to go. See him on the right side of the screen. Now going into turn 3 and turn 4. There's going to be 2 to go this time by. Try to keep this wide view in case any of those last-second battles happen. And those last-second moves, try to get a good shot of it.
Checkpoint.
Definitely running out of time for it, though. Coming to the white flag this time by. White flag, no cautions.
Reached.
Could ruin the race. Now it's the last time around Boulder Bay.
Checkpoint.
I think Coop is going for it. And Slaunch is going to do it.
Checkpoint reached.
Takes the sweep on the night. Luke, then Hunter. Hunter taking another podium at Boulder Bay. Like Detail Opic. Oh, Armada definitely got that on Coop. They had a great battle, though. I like how Coop handled it. I think Coop hit the intentional weight on that one. Thought that was very funny. I respect it. Yeah, going through the field, Slaunch, then Luke, Hunter. We missed Soul on the line there. My bad, Soul. Detail, Soul, Opix, Armada, Coop, Camby, and Sora. Let's see if I can get a quick look at that. I want to see if I can.
Checkpoint reached.
That's not too bad. I want to see what happened with Coop and Armada, because that was kind of fun. Just watching that, those last few laps. I want to see what happened here. Yeah, unfortunately, the crazy lead finishes that we've seen not happening here. That streak ends at Boulder Bay, but we're still having some really good finishes, though.
Checkpoint reached.
Different positions in the field. But yeah, Coop just tracked Armada this entire end of the race. Just followed him.
Reached.
Just trying to wait for that right moment, and he's running out of time. They're going into the white flag right now. This is going into the last lap. He finally gets that run of the inside, but not able to get enough momentum there. And Coop's going to send it here. And that's how they finish. Just a little too late. A little too late. Very close, but Armada able to hold on to that position.
Reach. Lap complete.
All right, I'll try to hold up real quick. I got cheese because the game capture is not being nice to me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was the week 4 for HRL MegaMix, the Reach Oval week, the last Reach dedicated week. Although we're not done with Reach, we will have Reach in some capacity next week as well. A lot of the Reach focus is early in the season. It's kind of the way that it worked out here. A lot of H2A, a lot of H4, and even quite a bit of H3 after that. But yeah, running it out for the night, of course, is going to be Slaunch taking the overall. 2 overalls in a row. Really good performance from him so far the month of March. 34 points. Luke taking second with 30. Hunter and Detail both at third with 27, or third, fourth with 27 apiece. Soul 24. Another top 5 overall for him. Opix, another solid night, 22 points. Armada and Coop both with 17. Sora with 16. Fireball with 10. Oh yeah, all the one moto. Andy's at the end. Fireball with 10. Camby 8. And Roman 6. Well, there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed week number 4. I can smell the food. I'm going to go chow down. But congrats to Slaunch. Makes it happen very close last week at Iron Hog, but this week on the Oval week, Definitely strongest oval week Solange's had in a while. Makes it happen. 2 moto wins in a row here. And that's going to put him in a very good position momentum-wise going into next week with a TRS week. Definitely keep an eye out. There'll be updates throughout the week on the different tracks for that. So should be a fun one, though. TRS week is going to be... I think TRS week might be one of the more fun ones to spectate. We'll see. I mean, I've enjoyed every week at the start of the season, but man, I think that might be hilarious. But yeah, some quick races tonight in the Reach Ovals. Pretty good ones, though. Pretty good battles, especially early on in these. So yeah, that rounds it out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, see you next week for TRS. Like I said, keep an eye out on the Discord if you want to know what tracks they are, and definitely look out for the streams and the videos when those races happen. Because again, I think they could be absolutely hilarious. Like I think the TRS week could be pretty fun. So that'll be a big contrast from what we've been racing so far before we get back into some more familiar action with, I think, the H4SX week in the week following. So yeah, TRS is one of those like wild card weeks that we've got thrown out in the schedule, and I'm excited to see how it pans out. I think it might be pretty funny. So hope to see you guys there again one more time. Crest launch on the sweep, big performance from him. Going to be hard to tell where he is in the points with the first week miss, but I mean obviously going to be big gains the last 2 weeks, spicing things up going into week number 5 already. Pretty crazy. See you guys there.